Well, hey, everyone. Welcome to the Blue Gamer Bluecast Morning Show. I'm your host, Adam Blue, 30-plus year video game enthusiast and industry analyst. And today, for August 5th, 2025, I'll run through the latest gaming news, what I've been playing, stuff like that. So, yeah. What up, everybody? Do I have anything like extra to show off before getting into everything? Not really. I mean, yesterday, or was it yesterday, that unboxing of the Jaded Toy Street Fighter Player 2 Dulcine, but I really got it for the flaming character. But this is a cool color to have that, you accidentally select when you're playing Street Fighter with your friend. I don't really care for the Player 2 colors too much. It's just that they come with the extra accessories. So, yeah. I think that's really about it. I think we'll start with what I've been playing and then go from there. So, I don't think I played too much yesterday. I played one more level of Ninja Gaiden Ragebound. And it's one of those things where the game is difficult on purpose, in a good way. But you can get through it. And, I'm still in this weird spot with the game where it's, of course, the type of game that I like to play. But there's something about it that it's hard to really keep me going. I almost feel like right now I'm just playing it to play through it. And I'm not crazy about the system it has where there's basically the blue and purple attack, but you have to kind of set them up, and then it's kind of like a back and forth. It's almost like the game is more puzzle than action, even though it seems like it's action because you're pressing a button to swing a sword. The way in which you are moving, it's like timed jumps, and only when certain enemies are glowing, so then you can get the power to hit the other one, but then it has like Ikaruga, when that came out on GameCube. As much as I liked it, I didn't like that it took away from the shmup-ness of it, and it became more of a puzzle game. Because oh, black, oh, now white, oh, black, oh, now white. And that's the same thing I'm feeling here with the Ninja Gaiden Ragebound. Because you can unlock hidden levels or secret levels. And one of the levels was just pretty much a straight-up action level where I didn't have the additional abilities. It was just Ninja Gaiden. And I was just running through, attacking the enemies, dodging attacks, blah, 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 getting till the end. And that was more fun than, I guess, what the normal game is, where you're the two characters. And then, again, every once in a while, you get to, I can't get past this door. But there's the thing here that if I press up on, I then become the second character, and then these platforms appear that I can then jump on. And then it's just a platforming section. Yeah, I'm interesting. Autonomous feature overload. I almost want to say that is the thing. They're adding a lot of puzzle-based features to the gameplay that then kind of take away this whole action-y game. It's very interesting. I'm still going to play it more. And the reason I'm talking in this way is because I'm trying to figure out if I like it or not. I don't know. I didn't say hi to the chat. Hey, Talos, you're in there too. Good to see you guys this morning. And then Godzilla, again, I'm just whittling away. It's going to take some time, but I need to get this completed by the end of the year. It's fun, though. That's the thing. At the end of the day, it's fun. Like, I've got my, that's not it, my Kiryu MFS3 upgraded all the way. So then when I need to go get, because there's a lot of grinding for farming for cells and stuff to upgrade. It's fun with that one. And now I'm because I've unlocked them all. They're upgraded to a degree. I just got to keep upgrading them, but that requires me playing as certain kaiju, running through. It's still fun. All right, this Adventures of Elliot, the Millennium Tales debut. So this is, or the Millennium Tales, and then I think it's debut demo. I just call it Elliot. So this is announced during the partner direct of the Switch. I played this yesterday with my wife because of the co-op nature of it. For her, it wasn't fun. And even I was like, hey, well, you could be the main character if you want. And she's like, no, just the whole concept of it. And I think so here's one thing. So it plays just like A Link to the Past, Link's Awakening. So I'm all in on this game. Like, I'm going to buy this and play this when it comes out. It is pretty much a Zelda-like, an old school Zelda-like. And you also have this fairy, and player 2 could control the fairy. The problem is the fairy can attack enemies, but it can't just attack normal barrels all throughout the world that's there to get loot. And so it's cool that the fairy can at least do an attack, but I feel like they could give it more so that there's more going on in the game. One thing the fairy can do that's really helpful, but I guess you could do this by yourself. But like if you need you could jump gaps. So there's a jump button, but you can have the fairy go across a gap. The fairy could press a button and then teleport you to the fairy. So that's a pretty neat little thing in there. But again, interesting that for my wife, it wasn't compelling enough to play. I think because there was really nothing going on. You're just kind of walking around and then, swatting at enemies. But for me personally, this Adventures of Elliot, I'm down with this. I'll be playing that. And then we played Mario Kart World. Me and the wife, we've been playing online lately because it's actually fun that way. We never win. But I feel like for me, that is just so fun, how challenging it is to play online with other people, where sometimes I'm in last place. Sometimes I go most of the track in first place, and I'm like, I'm going to get, and then obviously you get blue shelled or something, and then you're in the back, and then that's the rest of the track. Oh, well. But it's fun. It's fun. And I'm glad, yeah, my wife and I are playing a little more here and there. Okay. That's it. Because, yeah, I didn't really play too much yesterday. Yeah, I had other stuff going on, first day back at work, all that, blah, blah, blah. So let's jump into news. There's a variety of news here, and I don't know how much we'll go through because I also want to quickly go through some demos that I've downloaded and haven't even played yet because I want to clean up my drive. Really quick, Danmaku Unlimited 4 Viver Ultra announced for PC. I have these games. I don't know if I have them all. I love these games though, so I'm gonna add to my wish list. Usually the soundtrack's pretty cool. It's a vertical shmup, so it's not my type of shmup, but it is shmup enough. It's basically just the dodging bullet hell. It's not like a traditional old school style shooter. Let me look at something really quick. Does it show? Yeah, Danmaku Unlimited 2. So that's the one that I've played the most. It's $4.99. And then there's 3, which I haven't played. It's not add to wish list. I thought I did. Unless I played it like on another. No, it says arrives on PC. Was it maybe on another? Anyway, this series of game is fun if you haven't played. I recommend it. Anyway, I wanted to check that out because a date's not announced, okay, but it's coming soon. So we will 120 frames per second. Well, I guess you can do that with these games now, but okay. And if you guys heard of Blank Field, which I only know because of Danmaku Unlimited, they do the soundtrack, and it's really good music. Hey, Jim Killex, good to see you. All right, what was the other stuff I pulled up? Okay, I saw this thing about new Super Mario Brothers collection possibly leaked, but I did a little more reading and found some other articles. And there's the only information we got from this, or where it got leaked from, is someone that is not necessarily trustworthy of leaks. In fact, this even got to where when I heard about that Kirby Planet Robobot being released on Switch, which is a game I love on 3DS, I found out that was a rumor leak that also came from the same source, so that might not be true either. I'm really fascinated about what Nintendo is going to do with the 3DS games. Are they just trapped on the 3DS forever, or are they going to start porting stuff? That was my biggest question coming into Switch, because I almost felt like, there was all these little rumors about like a second screen because, well, the game share thing is now possible, and I can kind of see where that second screen came from. But the idea that you can attach, like if you had your Switch 1 and there's an adapter because of the USB-C at the bottom and the top, adapt a second screen, but you wouldn't get the 3D. So that's the other interesting thing. And there was a rumor about the Switch 2 coming out, was it would have 3D. And it doesn't. But again, that's why I went back and bought a 3DS again, because that is such a specific way to play games that it's going to be hard to recreate. I even tried with emulation. It even if you can buy one of these new dual screen devices, the 3DS is still not going to take advantage of that. Okay. Moving on. Variety reporting that unannounced Disney games are in the works at EA, which is really cool. According to blah, 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 EA's current slate tied to Disney and Marvel IP includes the upcoming Star Wars Jedi 3. I was thinking they would say like LucasArts, but I guess they're just saying that's Disney. Star Wars Jedi, Fallen Order, whatever, 3 game from Respawn, a large-scale mobile title, Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes, MMO, Swords of the Republic, as well as, I guess, there's new games, as well as an Iron Man video game. That could be cool. A few that are not announced yet. So EA signed a deal for 3 Marvel games. We only know about 2 of them. Interesting. But I think the thing they're missing here, and it's interesting that this is in Variety, but the thing that is interesting here is, where is the new Battlefront game? I mean, I wonder if Battlefront 2 is just still successful enough for EA where they don't have to like do anything and they're still making money from it. You know, and it is a cool game. I played enough of it. I think I've shown you guys before, but I mean, just like Gundam Battle Operation 2, Star Wars Battlefront 2, I have 429 hours in. And on the PS4, 55 hours of that. And that wasn't where you could cross progression. So, and then on PC, who knows how long I played on PC. It's pretty crazy. I mean, it's a fun, good game, serious flaws, but it's interesting where I feel like the EA Battlefront 2, while they had to scale back on scope, features, mechanics, what it did succeed in is immersion of really feeling like you're in the Star Wars universe. Okay, so I'll close that out. We'll close this out. Mobius, did you hear that some people managed to recover some pre-release Concord version and people are trying to reverse engineer it? Seems people did love it. We might have a second Gun Evo. I want to say I did hear about something like that, and I love this stuff. I love it when that happens. I feel like, this is in contrast to that Stop Killing Games, where I kind of don't like the idea of the government regulating, because that's going to then change the habits of developers. We don't want that. What I like is the idea that people can come together if the game warrants it, if there's enough people, and then they can make a version that can be played. I like that. Man, guys, I got a lot of hate. I have a short, YouTube short about my thoughts on Stop Killing Games, and then it's so funny how people like jump to conclusions, or they like, well, they're not, I guess because it's a short. And then I did a long form reply in a text to explain, what I was actually saying in the longer video. But yeah, I think it's younger people tend to, I guess younger people tend to have this feeling where, yes, the government needs to help us. The government needs, and it's like, no. Historically, the more control we give to the government, the more it kind of changes and dictates the end product and habits. We need, more preservation of games, less of it being government regulated. And that's the other thing. The ESRB, who does the ratings mainly in North America, they're not a government body. And so that's an example of, you can have a game-focused, I don't know what you call it, a company that is really working with, it's like, hey, we got to do this, video game publishers, let's figure out how to do this without it causing issues, so, yeah. Okay, what's this? David Ellison might be interested in acquiring Warner Brothers. Do I know David Ellison? He was born in 1983, so a dude the same age as me. He's like, yeah, I think I'm going to buy Warner Brothers. I shouldn't be disappointed. Because who knows what is really going on there. So, let me see. Paramount is just not big enough to compete. Wow. So this isn't necessarily video game news exactly. It's just I saw this in Warner Brothers with their video games. Who knows what companies are doing nowadays as they are buying other studios. One thing is interesting is Microsoft came out with like this new sort of, and I learned this through my company. The way Microsoft is now focusing on their sectors is they have them actually split. Their verticals are split. I think it's media, like movies, entertainment, YouTube, whatever, telecom. So any of these, communication providers, and then gaming, which is video games. So it's pretty cool that I think there's some other things going on, like, healthcare, blah, blah, blah. But it's interesting that they have like video gaming as their own little sector for selling, or I say selling, but like to focus on AI and security products. Yeah. Anyway, it's this double-edged sword or whatever that's going on now, where gaming is just so big now that parts of what are happening are done at the highest levels of corporate stuff, whether that's companies acquiring each other or a company like Microsoft that has these big products not necessarily related to gaming, but they're providing for the gaming industry. Let's see. Okay, we need to allow the people to thrive. That's what allowed indie games to flourish. The more tools that were made available to the public, the better gaming got. Because yes, that is exactly true, man. This time period from like the 2000s into the 2010s of all these indie games coming out, that really changing the way AAA game. And then you see the big AAA games get canceled and the studios having to lay off. It's like super obvious. Sony's thinking of buying part of WB as well. So who knows? Yeah, I've heard that too. So Microsoft is running their setup like how Bandai Namco is running it now. Yeah, it's interesting how these, and again, it's almost like you can see who's corporate and how that affects the end product. But yeah, they're all kind of chasing the same thing. Bandai Namco split their company to merchandise, filmmaking, and gaming primarily. Yeah, they're so big now, and then they get siloed, and and then we're going to see the same things happen where the product fails because of that. But it's a cycle. Okay, so here's something else too. Speaking of failures and cycles, so I remember reporting on here before about a Guilty Gear game getting canceled, and apparently, not only did that not happen, but the producer of Guilty Gear was sad that someone made that story. And this is just where it gets funny. If you guys have followed my news show, you know that sometimes I get mad when I'm looking at articles and some are from like Insider Gaming, and it's like, okay, what are they saying? None of this makes any sense. Well, it's confirmed from this article that the producer, I guess it was Insider Gaming that made a report about the Guilty Gear game getting canceled, and that never happened. And then just diving in more, there's a lot more coming from Insider Gaming that there was another thing about Nintendo game prices going up that became a big deal. And again, that came from the same author from Insider Gaming. His name is Tom Henderson, and he could be a lovely guy, but we're now kind of zeroing in on like some of the issues we're finding in games journalism, and it is this sort of making stretches of headlines that are inaccurate, and that is happening at Insider Gaming. And I was having this issue when I would do my, I have this here that I use. It's Feedly, and this is what I use to get video game news, and I have Insider Gaming as one here. Probably got to remove it because I'm even that Planet Robobot, same thing. I'm reporting on things based on this website that is not true. So I need to, not use Insider Gaming anymore. So, okay, moving on from that. Yeah, that was this. I was doing more research into it, and I guess even Digital Trends did a whole article on the fact that Insider Gaming is saying BS, even saying that they did try to change it in the article like halfway down. There's a correction midway down the article, but that change isn't reflected in the Reddit thread that now dominates search results on the topic. So that's unfortunate. That's unfortunate. Let's see. Ultronymous. I was suspicious the second they were saying an unannounced game got canceled as news. Yeah, I mean, even when thinking back to when I was like, wow, another Guilty Gear game was being made and it got canceled. Gaming journalism can unfortunately become quite dishonest, like it happened back when Doom was released, where game journalists were getting flamed for how they treated the first modern Doom. Yeah, it's sometimes they'd have people playing the games that weren't necessarily, I guess, professionals in that space. Okay, we're gonna do something here with the remaining time, and that is, I have some games I've been meaning to play and I haven't. Some of them are demos. Actually, let me fix this. Some of them are demos. Some of them are... Okay, there's that Mech Simulactics Alpha. I'm pretty sure I played this one, but let's go to this AEROMACHINA test flight. AEROMACHINA. How you pronounce that? And some of these demos, I've had installed since last month, so I don't know if some of them got removed. You know how some demos, they remove them? But let's see with this one. If it ever starts, and it does, but in a small screen. Okay. Let me see if the options allow me. Yeah, full screen. There we go. And it looks like it's working there. So cool. Unlimited. Let's just do unlimited frame for now. I don't know what to expect from this. I like this. Looks like an OS. And there is something behind me. It's like a little symbol that I'm blocking. So a white circle with a red dot in the middle that I'm kind of covering. All right, we have animal characters talking to each other. Oh. We've got some cool PS graphics, but we can skip that for now. All right. Whoa. Okay, so far I'm liking this, but you know what we got to do, guys? We got to invert Y because, all right. Okay, I'm liking this. The small wooden crates can be smashed open for supplies. Heck yeah. Oh, I'm liking this. We got some 3D, third person action, really good controls, very smooth. Okay, that's another box. Okay, this feels really good to play. Where do I go? Help me. Okay, so that's cool that the left trigger does a sort of oh, here we go. What do you call it? Where you align the camera. Your jump length by dodging at the apex of your jump. Oh yeah, I like that. Okay. This is a safe station. You will see these throughout the complex. Designed them myself. Oh my. Okay. Nice. Okay, so this is very smart. Just the way it's starting. Okay, it's probably telling me something, but oh L. Yeah, I need to read. Okay, so this has more of a Zelda-like lock-on system. What else is it telling me? Okay. Alright, that was... Okay, and I could pick up loot from them. Oh, I missed it. Oh. So you can hang. Yeah, there we go. So that's what the game, very well designed. To get back up, it was showing me that I have to do a jump hang. Love it. These controls are great. So that's locked. So cool. Can't do that. Cool. Nice. All right. Ooh, just made it. Okay, not sure what that was about. Maybe if I need to get back up or something, or move things around. Oh, I was in the air for that combo. That was pretty good. This style reminds me of the original Ratchet and Clank a bit. Yeah, it does. I really like these graphics, as Ultron was saying. Oh, Jim Killex, I still need to play that mecha. Yeah, Jim Killex, if you do play that, let me know, because, yeah, that's another one I need to get to. Or if I did, I forgot. Oh, not good. Okay. Oh, okay. So here's where we get into some of the platforming. All right. Okay, that's health. Let's see what's going on around here. That's cool. If you can guess, those lasers are red hot. Based on real tech, one of our scouts split, lost an arm to one. Always wondered how they got that call sign. So I guess it's as simple as this. I don't know if there's like another dodge mechanic or something, but okay. I think the design of this character is really cool. I mean, I don't know what type of animal that is, but it has a jetpack and like ears and a helmet and stuff. I don't know. There's that weird. Oh, I love how the camera acts when. All right, use this chance to get comfortable with your basic moves. You can check the system's menu. Blah blah blah. Okay, cool. Oh, okay, so you can use this anytime. Huh. Wow, okay, so sometimes the lock-on doesn't work exactly like it. Okay, what was it trying to tell me? Remember, Bogey, your map automatically updates itself in new rooms if you get lost. Oh, map screen. Sweet, look at this. So I wonder how much this is a Metroidvania. You can equip stuff. I was thinking, because of the name of it, it was some sort of like air combat game. But this is a fun surprise. I love the controls of this. And there could be sections still of air combat and all that. That's a huge guy. I don't think you'll be able to get across it yet. Okay. Let's see what's over here. Oh, this I gotta be careful because of that. And see, it takes away health. Oh. That was a goal. Okay, so I'm still figuring out this timing. Okay, but I got it there. Alright, get my health back. Okay, so this is when you could start getting lost, but luckily there's a map. The glass plate on the floor, a catapult system without... I bet I jump and slam down eventually, right? Okay, so nothing here. Gotta get a key or switch for there. What's he gonna tell me about this? A mini-tank's cannon is its deadliest asset. Stay clear of its line of sight. Okay, well, I think I got it. Keep your guard up and have a look around. Is there anywhere you haven't been yet? Yeah. Just don't be looking around. Keep your guard up. I don't think there is a guard button. All right. What? Man, you talk to me a lot. Keep your... Okay. I'm still thinking about that coolant. What do you think it tastes like? Okay, that's random. Alright, some moving platforms. That seems fun. I kind of like the design. This reminds me... Oh, I know we say PS1 graphics, but even like the layouts remind me of like playing Quake. Just big open areas. And like, kind of like, oh, what do I do? So, I'm gonna say in this game, you're probably expected to get hit. Why does she keep saying that? You're probably expected to get hit. It's just that... What the... You're just constantly getting health, so it almost doesn't matter. Cool character. Okay. Oh, neat. Vario wings. Not only did that sound like Metroid, but Varia sounds like Metroid. This is very Metroid-like. Press Y while airborne to glide. Hold to increase. Okay, that sounds fun. Okay. Let me make sure. Oh, even this. So jump, press Y, and then you can fly. Okay, so you just press. You don't need to hold it down, but also, let's see. They designed it to get you right at the edge. So that's a cool little glide feature. I think it makes the character look cooler. Actually, I didn't... Oh, okay. Let me do something. Wait, no, I meant to press Y. So jump, press Y, then boost. Let's see if that does anything. Not yet. Okay, now I gotta go back. I do like what's going on here. This really does feel like a proper 3D Metroidvania. Oh, giant cicada right outside my window right now doing something. I wonder if it's going to chill and then emerge. Oh, this is where it's telling me I gotta do RV, so... I messed that up. I think I have to press... Oh, and you know what? It is time for me to get out of here. So let me just get across here real quick. No? Okay, I got to figure that out more. But guys, this game... Again, maybe I'm always too positive, but this game is way more fun than I thought it would be. And it's already out. Oh, no, this is coming soon. This is the demo. So let's go to the actual page of it. It just says coming soon. I'm adding to wish list. I like what's going on here. And it's just straight up seems like a good 3D Metroidvania. And I like the Zelda-like combat. Ocarina of Time Zelda-like combat in that. So, all right, guys, I'm going to head out. That was a lot of fun. I'll be back tomorrow with some more. But until then, have a good one.